Hi everyone. We're going to be looking at the rule of life. Now, in short, the rule of life is us asking ourselves the question, what does being a follower of Christ look like for me over the next 6 to 12 months? But before we can look further into that, we first need to really understand that the kingdom of God is a really big place. And no one person can explore all that is or does or calls us to be. The church as a whole can try and do that. But for us as individuals, we need to be having a look at our own walk with God and our own service and what that looks like for us. So for a rule of life, we really need to be saying, okay, for me, in terms of my personality, my opportunities, my story so far, my giftedness, my intellect, my lifestyle, my calling, in terms of everything that makes me me, right? Keeping all of that in mind, what does following Jesus look like for me over the next 6 to 12 months? And it's making intentional decisions around, okay, so these are the things I want to grow in. Therefore, maybe I need to put some things on hold, or maybe I need to put some real restrictions around certain areas. And it's taking the time to put all of that into words, into a document that you can go back to and sit in reflection with. So the Rule of Life document, it's been described as a trellis. You know, when you go to plant a vine, the first thing you've got to do is you've got to build a trellis. And the rule of life, it's kind of like that. You've got your supports, your things that are unlikely to change. And then you've got your other bits and pieces that are likely to be put in and taken away, depending on the season of life that you're going through at the time. And that's kind of the idea behind the rule of life. What's my intention as I follow Jesus over this next season of my life, over this next 6 to 12 months? Now, your rule of life, it's going to be based off what you know now, where you are now. Because look, in a few years, things might look a little bit different for you because you're going to have had this opportunity to explore new things through prayer, through meditation, through service or mission or whatever. Now, the rule of life, it's kind of an accountability document. And we believe that it works best when you're in community with other people. They know what your rule is and you know what their rule is. And it means that you can get together and just track how everything's going. We've found that when you get together in community and in submission, you get to hold each other spiritually accountable in a really enjoyable, supportive way. Taking the opportunity to genuinely be each other's cheer squads. And when you do that, when you've taken the time to do that, then genuine growth and real spiritual formation, it's just forthcoming. So to develop the rule of life is to answer the question for yourself. What is my intention as I follow Jesus over this next 6 to 12 months? What do I say I want to grow in? Therefore, what do I need to put on hold? What do I need to put restrictions around? And then that becomes your plan.